This is The Gist, the essential podcast for the discerning listener. Welcome to The Gist. I'm John.
And I'm Mary. It's Monday, August the 24th, 2026. Let's get you caught up.
We start today with the Gist View. This is our look at the power dynamics behind the day's top story. Today, it's all about the cost of money and who actually pays for it.
Right. The 10-year United States Treasury yield is the global benchmark for borrowing costs. Basically, it sets the price for loans around the world. Recently, that yield was creeping up to multi-year highs.
High yields are bad news for politicians. They make government borrowing incredibly expensive. But today, that yield dropped back down to 4.70%. Why? Because United States Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent stepped in.
He doubled the Treasury's long-term debt buybacks. They are now spending at least $4 billion per operation to buy back older government bonds.
They pay for this using the general account, that is the Treasury's main checking account at the Federal Reserve.
Let's translate this. The government is using its own operating cash to buy its own debt. It is acting as the buyer of last resort.
It's like paying off one credit card with another credit card from a bank you actually own. It keeps the financial plumbing working, but it also hides a massive power dynamic.
Exactly. Politicians want to run huge deficits. Government spending buys votes. Normally, the financial markets would punish that overspending by pushing interest rates sky high.
But the Treasury is stepping in as a shield. By absorbing that market pressure, they protect lawmakers from the consequences of their own spending. It blurs the line between balancing a budget and manipulating the market.
Who benefits? Politicians who get to keep spending. Who pays? Anyone hoping for fair, market-driven interest rates.
Turning to the global overview, the trade stalemate between the United States and Canada continues under Mark Carney. It's a sharp reminder that tariffs don't just protect local industries, they create lasting volatility that ripples through the whole supply chain.
Meanwhile, let's talk about artificial intelligence in the classroom. Banning artificial intelligence tools like ChatGPT just doesn't work.
It really doesn't. Artificial intelligence-generated text doesn't have an original source you can look up, so traditional plagiarism checkers fail.
Schools are finally adapting. South Australia and the University of Sydney just rolled out 2-lane systems.
A 2-lane system sets clear boundaries. Lane 1, here is where you can use generative artificial intelligence to brainstorm or structure a paper. Lane 2, here is how we measure your actual unaided skills.
It's like using a calculator in math class. Educators are stopping the unwinnable war against the technology. Instead, they are figuring out how to measure a student's actual capability alongside it.
Let's look up at the stars. NASA is getting ready for a massive launch next week on August 30th.
The Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope will lift off on a Falcon Heavy rocket. Wired reports this telescope is a game changer.
It will scan a field of view 100 times larger than the Hubble telescope. Over its first 17 months, it will survey 12% of the entire night sky.
The goal? Finding roughly 200,000 new exoplanets. That's an incredible leap for space exploration.
Moving to the European perspective, Bitcoin is hovering near $80,000 this month, and it is shining a huge spotlight on Giancarlo Devasini. He is now one of the wealthiest people in Italy.
Devasini runs Tether. Tether is a stablecoin. That means it's a cryptocurrency digitally tied to the value of the United States dollar. It operates totally outside traditional banking.
But Tether acts a lot like an unregulated hedge fund. People give Tether dollars, Tether gives them digital tokens. Tether then takes those actual dollars and buys United States government debt.
And remember that 10-year Treasury yield we talked about? Tether collects it. They pay zero interest to their users, but they collect a roughly 5% return from the United States government.
Last year, Tether generated $6.2 billion in profit. They did this with fewer than 100 employees. That is more profit per employee than massive Wall Street firms like BlackRock.
Here is the fascinating power dynamic. Tether has $120 billion in assets. It frequently freezes digital wallets linked to illicit activity. Critics thought crypto would destroy the United States dollar. Instead, Tether is funding the United States government and reinforcing the dollar's global dominance.
Down in the Mediterranean, military tensions are shifting hardware. Greece just moved a Patriot system to the island of Crete.
A Patriot system is an advanced United States-made missile defense shield. It shoots down incoming threats. Euronews reports this move is a direct response to rising tensions in the Middle East.
Intelligence suggests Iran might target United States assets if President Donald Trump increases military pressure over the Strait of Hormuz.
This shows the real cost of global alliances. To support United States foreign policy, European host countries like Greece have to step up. They physically absorb the risks of military pushback.
Finally, a reality check on healthcare security. Between 2022 and 2025, there were 351 major cyber attacks on healthcare facilities.
Analysts in Berlin are pushing the National Security Council to step in. Right now, local hospitals are trying to fight global hacker syndicates using tiny, fragmented IT budgets.
It is a losing battle. Security experts say we need a centralized international defense framework. We have to pool our resources to protect patient data and keep hospitals running.
That brings us to the end of today's show. If we look at today's temperature, we see systems under pressure finding clever, sometimes controversial release valves. The United States Treasury bends the rules to keep debt flowing, schools rewrite the rules to live with artificial intelligence, and companies like Tether find a way to profit massively from the status quo. Innovation is thriving, but the rewards are flowing to those who know how to navigate the plumbing.
Spot on. Thanks for listening, everyone.
If you like having us as your smart friends on the go, you'll love our daily newsletter. Come join the community and subscribe for free. Just tap the link right there in your show notes.
We'll see you tomorrow.
The Gist, News Digest, and podcast are entirely written and produced by artificial intelligence. The Gist is out 3 times a day, every day, providing you with a liberal perspective on what to expect next. For more information and donations, visit thegist.online. Thank you for listening.